What's up, everybody? Welcome to my channel. Welcome to Sojourn. Whew. Oh, before we get started, say hi to my beast. Fozzie, say hi. You gonna say hi? Speak. He's just wagging his tail. He actually wants to be good right now. Speak, Foz. Speak. See, I knew you. Speak. Speak. It's okay. You can be loud. Speak. 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 All right, there you go. Good boy. Good boy. You did good. All right, get back in your place. Place. Good boy. That's my guy, Fozzie. He's my guard dog. He's the family protector. He is a Corso. He will eat you if he doesn't know you. So there's that. So like I said, welcome to the channel. Sojourn and Fozzie. This video was a long time in the making, like I said. I was supposed to make this video 3 weeks ago. Really felt like God tugging on my heart to make a video. And I don't think it's any coincidence that I need to make this video around this season. There's so many people experiencing loss, not necessarily of a job, but of loved ones. Just this season can be a double-edged sword. There's the spirit of joy and hope and happiness in the air, gathering with loved ones, but there can also be some deep sadness for many reasons. People are going through stuff. We all have issues, and so I think it's just fitting to be obedient and go ahead and do what I feel like I'm being told. It hasn't just been obedience. I'm 16 weeks pregnant, just been sick for the past 2 weeks, and now I feel like I have a urinary tract infection. And I keep using the bathroom. It's so many things going on, just discomfort. But what I do know is that when God calls you to obedience, it's not always going to be, hey guys, keep it down, please. Jeffrey, Riley, keep it down. When God calls you to obedience, it's not always going to be a season where you're comfortable. A lot of times you're going to be uncomfortable. But we'll get into all this. But yeah, like as the title states, I got fired. I lost my, who are you growling at? Hey, leave him alone. I lost my job. I got some notes in front of me, some points that I want to touch on, prayed about it. Because it's so hard not to touch on other things that have been happening and just stick to the story. It's really hard because everything is interconnected, and it's not crazy, it's not spooky, but I'm saved. I know the Lord, have a relationship with God. There are times when we're going through times of crisis or times of struggle, or just it needs some encouragement when God really shows himself strong. Like, we know that God is real on a regular basis, and we're going through the motions of our walk and, trying to walk it out. But then God just does some things, and you just like, it kind of renews your strength, renews your faith. You get that zeal that you had when you first got saved. Just like, oh snap, like God is real. This is real. So it feels really good, because it's like in those times it feels like God is just like focused on you're his focus, and he has his eyes on you, and it's a reminder that he's there. So it's hard not to touch on all these other things and just stick to the story, because so much is happening. So we're gonna get into the story. I wrote this right after it happened. At first I wasn't sure how I felt. It came as like a bit of a surprise. Like I said, after having all these confirmations, all these things happen, I have clarity. I had a little bit more clarity when I wrote this, but now I have a lot more clarity. But my logical self was still kind of all over the place. When you lose your job, you're thinking about, I have 4 children, I have a mortgage, I have a spouse, I have people counting on me. Not even necessarily for financial support, but there are people in my family that are rooting me on. I'm not going to say expectations. There's things that I've done where I've kind of been a pioneer in this side of my family, And I just don't want to let people down. All these things are going through my mind. Spiritually, I'm grounded. I keep saying God is just showing me so many things. It took a few days to get there. And now, even in hindsight, it's still a work in progress. I had to look back over all that God has done in the past few months alone and see that His hand was in this and that my prayers were answered. Technically, my prayers were answered in losing my job. Before we get into all that, let's talk about my job, because I feel like I said before, there were people counting on me. I'm not even talking about my family. I'm talking about when I got this job, I went through an apprenticeship program. I had people reaching out to me on LinkedIn because my story was on the news. It's been in publications. And my story was unique. I'm not getting into my background in another video. I had people on LinkedIn. I was basically bombarded with people who were looking for hope. And those people were also on my mind when I made this video. I feel like this is good insight for people who are looking to go down the same path. People who are looking for a job, period. For full disclosure and clarity, so that you can make better choices. You can cover yourself, most of all. See things from a different perspective.